Well, good evening, everybody. I'm Steve Clark filling in for Terry Doyle. Terry is, of course, helming the desk for Hockey Day in the OHL, which will be tomorrow. Much more about that in tonight's broadcast. Tonight is Hall of Fame night here in Sarnia, and Patrick DeRosier, Jeff Harima, and Dr. John Varga are the three new entrants into the Sarnia Sting Hall of Fame. All right, Al, great first period for the Niagara Ice Dogs. I don't know what Ed is talking about when he speaks about it could be a long afternoon. There are no long afternoons when I'm with you guys. The time just flies by. Al? Welcome back inside Progressive Auto Sales Arena. No score between Erie and Sarnia after one period of play. Happy to be joined by Pano Fimis, the former Ice Dog. I got to call your games for a couple of years. You've had a great OHL career, but first I got to ask, what was it like playing against your brother last night? Joined now by Beckham Edwards of the hometown Sarnia Sting. Hey, this team is trying to complete a 3-game sweep of the weekend. You must have a lot of confidence that your team playing very, very well right now. Ice level here at Progressive Auto Sales Arena. Steve Clark joined by Barry Wright. We just finished calling Sarnia against Kingston. Kingston winning 4-2 in the game, Barry. But I want to come back to a thought that Cedric Gandon mentioned to me off air. He said Sarnia is going to be where we are in a year or two, and that was a great observation. Despite losing today, you can see the potential and promise of the Sarnia team. This year, though, this is what I have been waiting for as somebody who follows the OHL, but both of these teams very, very closely, is to have the Bulldogs and the Ice Dogs on the same plane, in the same stratosphere, very similar in terms of record. And if they meet in the playoffs, going back and forth between the Civic Center and the Meridian Center, hook that into my veins for 7 games, for goodness sake. That would be outstanding. Cedric Gandon, overage forward for the Kingston Frontenacs, part of that big line with Battaglia and Euronen that helped take out the Sarnia Sting. And Cedric said to me just off camera, he said that Sarnia is a good young team. They'll be there in a year or two, and I tend to agree. Great performance here by the Sarnia Sting, even though they lose 4-2. 2-1 is their record on the weekend. Kingston has now won 9 out of 11. They'll continue on against Barrie.